Hello, my name is John Zimdars and I'm the president of the Zimdars Company. Did you know that in certain situations, unneeded or unaffordable life insurance policies can be sold for substantially more than their policy surrender value in certain circumstances? This includes certain term life insurance policies that have no cash surrender value. Last year, we brokered the sale of 3 term life insurance policies with a total death benefit of over $1 million. The sale after costs was over 50% of the death benefit. The cash surrender value of these policies was zero. A life settlement is defined as the sale of an unneeded or an unaffordable existing life insurance policy on the secondary market to a third party for a lump sum cash settlement. Using our professional life settlement solution, the purchaser is an institutional purchaser. The purchasing fund often has over $1 billion allocated for life insurance policy purchases. The portfolio of policies are managed by an institutional custodian. The sale of existing life insurance policies has been taking place for many years. We have represented policy owners wishing to sell their policies for approximately 15 years. Last year we settled 7 policies, which is up from previous years. We think that the number of life settlements will continue to increase for several reasons. First, insureds are getting older, making life settlements more viable. Second, with continuing low interest rates, more policies are going to be identified as underfunded, and more policy owners are going to be unwilling to pay the higher premiums required to sustain these underfunded policies. Third, changes in business ownership and changes in the estate tax environment are going to label more policies as no longer needed or no longer effective. Policy owners usually pursue the sale of a life insurance policy for one of the following reasons. The policy is no longer affordable by the policy owner. The policy is no longer needed, and a life settlement will provide more money to the policy owner than the policy surrender value. In addition to these 2 reasons, some policy owners have a very strong need or desire for the policy sale proceeds while they are living, rather than as a payout to their beneficiaries after their death. First and foremost, we work with our broker-dealer, Valmark Financial Group, to treat the policy sale as a securities transaction. A securities transaction requires that the policy owner receive the best purchase offer, not, for example, the offer paying the highest commission. The policy purchaser is an institutional purchaser. Valmark Financial Group does extensive due diligence to identify appropriate institutional purchasers licensed in the state of the life settlement. As an aside, we must also be licensed as a life settlement broker. We believe there are fewer than 50 life settlement brokers with resident licenses in the state of Wisconsin. The sale should be carried out through a competitive bidding process among multiple providers rather than contacting only 1 or 2 potential purchasers. This process may help to increase the value of the sale and provide a high degree of assurance that the policy owner is receiving a fair market value settlement for the sale of their policy. We provide full written compensation disclosure before the life settlement transaction is implemented. This transparency is very important and a requirement of a life settlement treated as a securities transaction. There need to be certain characteristics in a life settlement, both for the person who is insured and for the policy being sold or purchased. The insured characteristics include that the insured should have a life expectancy of 15 years or less. This usually means a male insured should be age 70 or older, and a female insured should be age 75 or older. The insured can be younger if he or she has a significant health impairment. The insured does not have to be the owner of the policy, but the insured needs to be a cooperative participant in the life settlement process, including their authorization to release their medical records. No insurance physical exam is required. The life settlement process is conducted with the policy owner. If a sale is completed, the policy owner will receive the sale proceeds. With respect to policy characteristics, our professional life settlement solution requires a policy death benefit of $500,000 or more. Sometimes larger policies, even much larger, are more saleable. If the policy is term insurance, it must be convertible to more permanent life insurance without any medical evidence of insurability. If the policy is whole life or universal life insurance, usually the current policy cash value should be less than 20% of the death benefit. The policy should be able to be continued to the insured's age 95 or older, and the annual premium to continue the policy to age 95 or 100 should be 5% or less of the death benefit, depending upon the insured's age and health. A cash value policy to be life settled can insure one person or two people payable at the second death. Our professional life settlement solution process starts with the insured authorizing the release of their medical records. The medical records are accumulated confidentially by Valmark Financial Group. When all of the necessary records are assembled, they are provided to one or more firms specializing in the calculation of life expectancies for the life settlement industry. There is no cost or obligation for this analysis. If everyone is in agreement that an effort should be made to sell the policy after the life expectancy calculation has been determined, all of the necessary information is distributed to several potential institutional purchasers. A bidding process will commence and continue until there is only the one highest bid remaining. Their high bid becomes the purchase price, at which time the policy owner can decide to proceed with the sale or to have the file closed without cost or obligation. If the sale goes forward to completion, Valmark Financial Group in our office will be compensated from the sale proceeds pursuant to this schedule provided in advance. The gross sale proceeds less these costs will be paid to the policy owner. We hope this brief presentation provides you with a better understanding of life settlements and our professional life settlement solution. A more in-depth white paper and a 2-page life settlement checklist can be found on our website. In addition, we have a 1-hour professional continuing education program on life settlements for advisors. If we can be of further assistance to you as a client or as an advisor to your clients, please contact us.